What up, LC heads? Let's cover drop counting real quick. This might be pretty beneficial, especially for new players. When you're farming anything in Last Cloudia, you can only get 2 drops per enemy. You can get 1 drop from beating the crap out of them and using an ability like pickpocket or any of the steal abilities, which are triggered by different skills and abilities. It depends on the character. Some rogues can get a item to drop just from critting. Other rogues have to use abilities, vice versa, all of the above. On top of that, there's the second item that you can get, and that's from killing the enemy, right? So we have like rogues equipped with items that increase your chance of getting an item on the actual kill, and arcs, I'm sure, augment this a little bit depending on what you want to put on them. I might be wrong about the arc part, actually. Regardless, I run Chrome just for his passive ability to passively have a chance to throw Beast Hunter at every single wave that I have. But after that, I actually want Shinobi. I want my Shinobi to actually get the kill because he has the highest chance of increasing the drop chance of an item upon killing an enemy. He also has a higher chance of proccing his pickpocket ability from using his skills and abilities or anything that adds extra damage. Chrome's not going to do that, right? So, and I think me and Buddha talked about this a long time ago too. I think he told me that like he's pretty much kind of doing the same thing. Like he was having Shinobi kill everybody off and get the killing blow to get the increased chance to drop an item when the enemy's killed, and just because he has so many chances of getting the other chest to drop just from doing ability damage, impact, even his basic attack. Anyway, so that is just kind of how farming works in a nutshell. And for a lot of these farming levels, there's limited runs you can do every day, so you want to kind of make them count. Here's my strategy that I'm showing off. This can be applied to anything. So just keep in mind you can only get 2 chests. So what we're doing is we're going to be watching for those chests. Here we go. So I'm going to be hitting the target button. And what I'm going to do here is see we have a chest popping up from this tree. You can see it flying. These other trees, nothing procced from them. So here's the thing. For the first wave, everybody's skills aren't charged up, right? So this is the wave where you can run around and beat the crap out of stuff with your basic attack. And this is also the wave that increases your chance of getting items to naturally drop because you're taking longer to kill enemies because your kit's not charged. So I typically do not throw an ability on the first, or one of my beast hunters on the first wave. What I'll do is I'll target one of these trees where I know the chest didn't drop from that tree, and I will try to do basic attacks. I will try to get my Shinobi to get his treasure bind to drop. So now we move on to wave 2. I prefer waves with multiple enemies. I target. Look at that. There's no chest that is dropped here. So Chrome's ability has failed us. Unless there's a chest I'm not seeing. You really have to look sometimes. Yeah, there's no chest here. So Chrome's ability has failed us. Both Chromes, right? So now we have 4 enemies here, fresh. So what I'm going to do, this is when I throw a Beast Hunter, right? And that way I can get as many chests as I can, 2 of them procced off. This guy did not drop a chest. This guy did not drop a chest. So then these are the guys I'm going to target because I want the... Oh man, this Chrome is just doing way too much. Way too much spell magic damage. Yeah. He pretty much took away my ability there to try to grind any extra chests out of there. So, wave 3, there's a chest that dropped. I think I saw one over here. They're quick. A chest did drop over here somewhere. I'm just going to try to target these guys. Here's the thing. A lot of time, I want to burn, me personally, I want to burn through my second Beast Hunter arc before I get to the final wave. And a lot of people will tell you, well, the final wave is where you're going to get the best drop. But the final wave, there's usually only one boss. That's only one chance to get a chest. I would rather drop Beast Hunter against 4 or 5 enemies if I can, right? And try to get 4 or 5 chests, depending on what I'm doing. Let's see, where are we at right now? We saw 1 chest drop here. That means there's 3 chests up for grabs. We've already snagged 5 of the gold chests and 12 of the regular chests. So let's see, we're on wave 3. I have one more one more Beast Hunter arc to throw. Probably for wave 4, because for wave 5, when you're fighting the boss, there's less monsters to fight, and they have more hit points. They're harder to kill, so you have more of an opportunity to get your extort to proc, or your whatever steal ability that you have. So I don't know, this would be a decent way to play it safe right here, is to drop Beast Hunter and at least have 3 of these monsters that haven't dropped a chest here, right? So there, we did get some more chests to drop out of there. And now it's all up to Shinobi. Treasure Bind. The other secret trick I have is Shinobi has an increased chance of getting a chest to drop while he's beating the crap out of you when he's using his S4. So of course I brought the arc that charges his S4. So here's 3 of them. This is the wave that we gambled against, right? So I threw Beast Hunter against 3 monsters that were fresh, that the chest didn't drop from. Now, the next wave, there's 3 monsters. One of them drops the chest from Chrome's ability. That means I have these 2. So here, if I drop the arc, I would only be dropping it on 2 fresh monsters. So my bet actually kind of paid off, because throwing it last wave, I at least got to hit 3 monsters with it. So now I'm going to target this guy. Oh no, if only that spell hadn't hit him. I may have had a better chance of twerking another chest off of him. Alright, so here's the bosses. Right? I'm going to instantly target this one. And what I'm going to do is take control of this stupid Chrome so that my guys have a chance to actually work on this thing, get some chests to drop off of it instead of just insta-killing it in one hit. This Chrome is amazing for, I'm sure he's a lot better for actual God tier content, or like trying to God tier farm, but that's actually not very helpful in any of these actual ability gate grindable levels where your rogue just insta kills everything. Anyway, this wasn't a bad haul, right? Check this out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31. I was just pulling 36. That was the last run I had. Let me recount. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31. So between 31 to 36 is what I was getting. And obviously I may have been able to pull a few more chests if this Chrome wasn't just insta-killing everything. I did some old videos covering that. That's originally why I didn't build my rogues all the way to full power, is it was actually getting in the way of getting the maximum amount of drops at the time. But now we do have God level content to farm, so things are different. Definitely power your rogue all the way up. But this rogue, this Chrome, was not the best fit for this run. We still managed to do alright. We salvaged it here. But the important thing is you guys got to, you know, see how I actually try to count chests and, you know, where they came from. that way you know who to target. You know who still has a potential chest that you can get from them. And then you can do, you know, what you need to try to get those chests, because a lot of times we don't have infinite runs on these levels. Yeah, I'm trying to get 30 to 36 drops every time I run one of these. This has just been awesome for character growth. Like these levels right here, this is why I'm not even running a full party. I'm only running 2 rogues. I still have the green ability gate to do. Got 122 of these right now, and almost 1,000 of those. I'm totally digging this 2.5 map thing that they got going on. Happy AF. Let me show you why. First of all, we know how I feel about my favoriteest mage in the game right now. Just absolutely awesome. Look at that, we even have some potions for him. Celebrate by leveling him up. So abilities unlock 108 out of 108. It takes gems. So I've just been grinding the hell out of that every day. Oh man. Need to start grinding for this guy's for his ward ability. I'll definitely take that. Right, so there's him. I'm gonna be working on the androids next. I'm gonna switch over to book mode, where I pretty much go ham just trying to get books, because those are the things that I need to unlock. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I was waiting to do today. Bam. Almost fully woke. I really like Sheeta. I really do enjoy playing him. Him and Buddha, Maja, they make such a crazy team together. It's just so nasty to deal with. But, you know, I've been capping out like units like this, 108 abilities out of 108. The androids, they still need a little bit of work. They're almost there. I think that's what I'm going to do with some of these resources. 114 out of 120. Let's see. No, we already covered him. Oh. I mean, we have to give Roy Mustang some play here. I mean, this guy this guy is a badass for sure. Plus, I have him at a plus 18 bonus. It would just be a damn shame not to fully use him. Right? So... I think we haven't missed anything on him. Have his ward, and we have 800 more of his shards. So yeah, I think he's gonna be ready to go. As soon as I get him to level 100, I'll be able to get his ward, no problem. Let's see, because I also believe, I think I'm pretty much good to go for Maja as well. So I should be able to, now I'm going to hold off on getting his ward ability, obviously. I'm not even really that worried about awakening him right now. As far as I'm concerned, really the big thing that awakening does is it increases your S4. And I've chosen to go with Sheeta first, because I feel like Sheeta benefits more from his S4. They're both just big damage abilities where they just throw, you know, but Sheeta's is AoE, and I feel like he actually needs it more. Maja would probably rather be standing there casting some kind of spell that's going to be hitting you for 600 million trillion damage over and over again real quick. Sheeta to me is actually dropping that S4, and it's been doing good, but don't get me wrong, I would still like to awaken him and increase all the stats on him and everything. This character is absolutely amazing, so I'm gonna be running him a lot. No lie. Matter of fact, I'll show you guys what I've done. I have purposely not been going into the 2.5 anniversary special match. This one. See, I still haven't beaten it. I stopped going in here and trying this fight out right after I stopped recording. So I've had a grand total of like 3 runs in here. I've gotten to the end. I know what this fight's about. And I was like, I'll grab Maja and I'll try to build him up quick enough to actually put him into one of these parties and wreck with him. And that's what I plan on doing. That is the goal. And I think I can make it easily with all the extra resources they're giving us to grind right now. This is still open for 7 days. I'm going to be in there crushing the shit out of the 2.5 year anniversary special match. And I'm going to be doing it with my favorite mage. And I think it's just going to be awesome and fun. So that's what I'm working my way up to. And I haven't even had to go over to the training tab. Like, this is just great, not having to even use any of these. Just because this Festival Summer Island thing is open. This is awesome. Oh, I love this thing so much. Not just, the extra resources, the bottles that they've thrown around. There's maps. There's still little things like that I need to do. There's little chests everywhere. Oh, look at that. Look. They just put a chest there now. They must know I'm recording. Awesome. Some kind of 8-star item that I need for something or another. Just sitting around in a chest. There's also treasure maps. I dig it. Again, the drill house is awesome. Just from the drill house and the ability tower. Oh, would you look at that? I still have 2 runs to do with the ability tower. So I'm going to go ahead and get my 30 to 36 drops. But I hope any of the new players that see this just kind of think about how farming works. It makes a big difference on how many resources you can get. Like, I'm sitting here capping out characters right now, and I have kind of an abundance of resources, even though I just pulled the newest characters back to back, including Sheeta. His skill tree is fully complete, and I'm pretty much doing it off of this. Right, I just know how to run this and really take advantage of it and make every single run count, since you're limited to so many tries every day. But if you're getting 30 to 36 drops, for every single one of these runs, it's totally worth it, and it'll help you get a leg up in the game. Just IMO, it's what I've been doing. Count the chests. Hit that target button as soon as the wave starts. See if you can see any chests. Keep track of where they're at, and then target the other enemies that haven't dropped chests. Use your abilities to get those to proc, and then try to get the killing blow with whatever character has the most bonuses to adding an increase to the chance of the enemy dropping an item upon death. Yeah, that's the best advice I can give, and try to just count the chests the way that I do. And know where and when to place your Beast Hunter. And remember, sometimes it's better to throw your Beast Hunter before the last wave, because that last boss, you're going to have time to lay the smackdown on him, and you're going to have time to get your extort ability to proc. Now, some people want to say, no, just for a safe bet, I'll go throw it at the last wave. But at least look. Because if you run into a wave of 5 enemies and Chrome's ability didn't work and none of them dropped a chest, and it's like the 3rd wave, chances are your party's just going to one-shot all of that whole wave, because everyone's got their kit charged that far into the fight. So chances are you're not going to have your rogues be given any time to actually extort any items from those enemies. You're just going to get the chest from the kill. Right, and if that's the case, you might as well throw your Beast Hunter there. Have a chance of getting an item off of all 5 of those enemies, and then it doesn't matter who kills them. They're going to drop some more chests off of being killed. Preferably, you'd want them killed by your rogue, who actually has, an increased chance of getting an item upon killing an enemy. Right? But that's just the way that I see it. When you get to the last wave, you're going to have more time to actually extort items. And same thing with your first wave. Before everybody's kit's charged up, you have a chance to go in there. And it's funny enough, because I don't really see Chrome's ability proccing on the first wave all the time. Like, I almost never see chests go off on the first wave. Maybe Chrome just needs to get warmed up. Maybe I'm just not noticing it. But I check for it every time. right? And then I just target someone and I try to go with basic attacks. I wish I could have recorded my last run where I got 36 chests, because right off rip, it was played out perfectly. Like it was for the lizardmen. I targeted the first one, started doing basic attacks, and then treasure bind went off and a chest fell out of him. I instantly retargeted to a second lizardman, got my S2, I threw that, and I got treasure bind to go off again on one of the other lizardmen that was in the group. Couldn't tell which one it was because they were kind of bunched up together now, so then I targeted the third one because I knew it hadn't went off on him yet. I ran down there and I got treasure bind to go off of doing basic attacks on him. And I wish I could have recorded it because it was just like perfect farming, because I ended up getting 3 out of the 4 extort chests from that run, and those were that was before getting a chest for killing every single one of them. So it was 7 out of 8 chests that I got without having to use Beast Hunter, and it was on my wave 1. So that was the run where I got 36 chests, and I wish I could have recorded it and just kind of play by play through it, because it was actually, in my opinion, some of my best farming work. Right when you run into 4 enemies, you want to walk out of there with 8 chests if you possibly can. So this might help some people better understand that equation and how to manipulate it. And if you guys have any better tips and suggestions, leave me a comment. If I'm wrong about something, leave me a comment. I'm sure I'm wrong about something or another. Give me a 8% margin of error, please. Thank you. Later, everybody.